Your car stubbornly refuses to start, and you immediately think of an expensive garage bill, but wait before pulling out your wallet because what you're about to discover could revolutionize your approach to automotive maintenance. These techniques I'm going to share with you have been tested on hundreds of vehicles and come from experienced mechanics who have agreed to lift the veil on their best-kept secrets. Imagine being able to diagnose and solve most starting problems without ever setting foot in a garage, while saving hundreds of pounds each year. These tricks work on all types of engines, whether petrol or diesel, and some of them can literally save your engine from premature death. The first technique concerns the preventive replacement of spark plugs before their complete wear. Contrary to preconceived ideas, waiting for the end of life recommended by the manufacturer is a costly mistake made by 90% of motorists. Spark plugs begin to lose their efficiency long before being completely worn out, causing fuel overconsumption that can reach 15%. This progressive degradation directly affects starting quality, particularly in cold weather when every spark counts. An engine equipped with new spark plugs starts instantly, even at -10 degrees, while with tired spark plugs, you risk draining your battery in failed attempts. The secret lies in early replacement. Change your spark plugs at 75% of their recommended service life rather than waiting for breakdown. This preventive strategy will save you much more in fuel and starter wear than the cost of the spark plugs themselves. The second revolutionary trick concerns using a specialized additive to clean the injection system. After 50,000 kilometers, your injectors accumulate carbon deposits that drastically reduce their spray efficiency. This invisible fouling transforms your engine into a big, fussy consumer that struggles to start and lacks power. A professional injector cleaner used every 20,000 kilometers can restore up to 90% of their original performance. The procedure is simple. Add the product to your full tank and drive normally for 500 kilometers. The results are spectacular. Immediate starting, stabilized idle speed, and recovery of lost power. This preventive maintenance costs a fraction of the price of professional injector cleaning at the garage. The third crucial point deals with meticulous air filter maintenance according to your driving environment. A dirty filter reduces fresh air supply to the engine, creating an unbalanced air-fuel mixture that considerably complicates starting. If you drive mainly in the city with lots of pollution or on dusty roads, your filter saturates twice as fast as normal. Under these conditions, replacement every 10,000 kilometers instead of the recommended 15,000 guarantees optimal breathing for your engine. A clean filter improves not only starting but also general performance and fuel consumption. To check your filter's condition, remove it from its housing and look at it against the light. If it blocks more than 50% of light, replace it immediately. This simple check saves you frustrating and expensive starting problems. If this content already helps you better understand your vehicle, don't hesitate to subscribe and activate the notification bell to not miss any of our automotive tips that will save you hundreds of pounds. The fourth secret concerns adapting engine oil viscosity to your region's climatic conditions. Most drivers use the same oil all year round without realizing that this approach seriously damages starting performance. Oil that's too thick in winter forces the starter motor to work 3 times harder to turn the engine, prematurely wearing these expensive components. If you live in a region where temperatures drop below zero, opt for 5W30 oil instead of traditional 10W30. This seemingly minimal difference radically transforms your engine's behavior in cold weather. Conversely, in regions where summers regularly exceed 35 degrees, 15W40 oil better protects your engine against overheating. This seasonal adaptation of viscosity prolongs your engine's lifespan while ensuring effortless starting. The fifth revolutionary technique involves cleaning the throttle body with products specially designed for this application. This component regulates air intake into the engine and gradually becomes dirty with combustion residues and oil vapors. After 60,000 kilometers, this accumulation reduces air passage by 20%, causing laborious starting and unstable idle. Cleaning is done with engines stopped using specialized spray and lint-free cloth. Spray the product, let it act for 5 minutes, then clean gently by making circular movements. This 15-minute operation gives your engine a second youth and instantly improves starting quality. Repeat this cleaning every 40,000 kilometers to maintain optimal performance. The sixth essential point concerns checking and replacing the fuel filter before it becomes completely saturated. This component filters impurities present in petrol or diesel, but its filtering capacity progressively decreases with use. A blocked filter restricts fuel flow to the engine, creating starting problems particularly marked in the morning. The fuel pump must then force more to compensate for this restriction, which accelerates its wear and can cause premature failure. Replace your fuel filter every 30,000 kilometers if you frequent gas stations of variable quality. This simple precaution avoids costly breakdowns and guarantees reliable starting in all circumstances. A new filter also improves engine performance and reduces fuel consumption. The seventh trick concerns maintaining battery electrical connections with effective natural products. Terminal oxidation creates electrical resistance that prevents the battery from delivering all its power to the starter. This greenish corrosion is not just unsightly, it can halve your starting system's efficiency. Mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with hot water until you get a thick paste. Apply this preparation to oxidized terminals and observe the chemical reaction that neutralizes corrosive acidity. After 10 minutes, scrub with a used toothbrush, then rinse thoroughly with clean water. Dry perfectly, and protect with a thin layer of petroleum jelly to prevent new corrosion. This quarterly maintenance keeps your battery at maximum performance. The eighth secret deals with using fuel stabilizer for little-used vehicles. Modern petrol contains ethanol that absorbs moisture and degrades quickly, especially in hot weather. After 3 weeks of immobilization, your fuel begins to form viscous deposits that clog injectors and complicate starting. A fuel stabilizer maintains fuel quality for up to 12 months, avoiding these costly problems. Add a dose to the tank before each prolonged immobilization period of your vehicle. This simple precaution avoids costly injection system cleanings and guarantees immediate starting even after months of standstill. Collection vehicles and second homes particularly benefit from this protection. The ninth technique concerns adjusting alternator belt tension to optimize battery charging. A poorly tensioned belt slips on the alternator pulley, reducing its charging capacity by 40%. This invisible failure prevents your battery from fully recharging, forcing it to use its reserves with each start. The check is done by pressing the belt center between 2 pulleys. The depression should not exceed 1.5 centimeters. Correct tension prolongs your battery's lifespan by several years while ensuring reliable starting. This monthly check takes 2 minutes but can save you battery failure at the worst moment. Don't hesitate to call a professional if you're unsure about the adjustment procedure. The 10th and final tip concerns cleaning the airflow meter with pure isopropyl alcohol. This sensor precisely measures the amount of air sucked by the engine to calculate necessary fuel dose. When it gets dirty, it falsifies this crucial measurement, causing difficult starting and excessive consumption. Cleaning is done with 99% isopropyl alcohol and a fine brush. Carefully remove the sensor, spray alcohol on sensitive filaments, then let dry naturally. This delicate operation restores perfect precision to electronic engine management. Repeat this cleaning every 60,000 kilometers to maintain optimal performance. Beyond these 10 fundamental techniques, there are other secrets that experienced mechanics apply daily to maintain their vehicles in perfect condition. Checking coolant condition represents a crucial step often neglected by ordinary motorists. This fluid doesn't just regulate engine temperature, it also protects the entire cooling circuit against corrosion and freezing. After 4 years or 80,000 kilometers, even liquid that looks clean loses its anti-corrosive properties and can silently damage your engine. Degraded coolant causes limestone deposits in ducts, reducing system efficiency and increasing overheating risks. This progressive failure directly affects starting performance, particularly in hot weather when the engine struggles to evacuate heat. Preventive replacement of this liquid costs a fraction of cylinder head or radiator repair price. Exhaust system maintenance also influences starting quality in surprising ways. A dirty catalytic converter creates back pressure that prevents optimal evacuation of burnt gases, forcing the engine to work harder to suck in fresh air. This invisible restriction manifests through laborious starting and progressive power loss that many wrongly attribute to natural engine aging. A specialized catalytic converter additive used every 15,000 kilometers dissolves carbon deposits and restores exhaust system permeability. This preventive maintenance improves not only starting but also general performance and reduces polluting emissions. The quality of petrol you use plays a determining role in your engine's longevity and starting ease. Discount fuels often contain fewer detergent additives, favoring deposit accumulation in valves and combustion chambers. These residues modify compression ratio and disturb combustion, creating hot spots that can permanently damage your engine. Regularly alternate between different fuel brands to benefit from their specific additive formulations. This simple strategy keeps your engine cleaner and preserves its long-term starting performance. Occasional use of premium fuel, even if your engine doesn't require it, provides additional detergents that progressively clean your injection system. Checking hose and clamp condition represents often forgotten but crucial preventive maintenance. These rubber components age under heat and vibration effects, developing invisible microcracks that compromise system tightness. A hose that suddenly cracks can empty your cooling circuit in minutes, causing catastrophic overheating. Visually inspect all hoses every 6 months looking for signs of cracking, swelling, or leaks. Preventively replace any hose showing aging signs rather than waiting for failure. This precaution saves you costly repairs and roadside breakdowns. Crankcase ventilation system maintenance significantly improves starting performance. This circuit evacuates oil vapors and combustion gases that accumulate in the crankcase, maintaining optimal pressure for piston operation. When this system clogs, internal overpressure forces oil through seals, creating leaks and degrading lubrication. This progressive failure directly affects starting ease and can cause costly internal damage. Annual cleaning of ventilation ducts with specialized degreaser maintains this system in perfect working order. This simple operation preserves your engine's tightness and optimizes its performance. Shock absorber condition indirectly but significantly influences your engine's longevity and starting quality. Worn shock absorbers transmit more vibrations to the vehicle structure, prematurely fatiguing engine mounts and electrical connections. This progressive deterioration can cause microcutting in electrical circuits, disturbing power supply to components essential for starting. Fatigued engine mounts allow excessive movements that stress hoses and wiring. Annual checking of shock absorber and engine mount condition prevents these cascade problems that can transform a reliable vehicle into a source of repeated breakdowns. This global preventive approach guarantees your vehicle's long-term reliability. These 10 techniques will radically transform your relationship with your vehicle and save you considerable sums in garage expenses. Some cost only a few pounds, others are totally free, but all have proven their effectiveness on thousands of vehicles. Applying these tips requires minimal organization but results far exceed the investment in time and money. Your car will thank you with instant starts and recovered reliability that will restore confidence in your vehicle. If these expert tips have been useful to you and you want to discover other automotive secrets that professionals jealously guard, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to not miss any of our revelations that will revolutionize your approach to automotive maintenance.